What's going on, everyone? So y'all know what I came to do today. One Piece chapter 1044, 1044. Do you copy me? Because this chapter, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been this hype about manga in a while. About a chapter in particular, especially, I have not been this hype. So yeah, we finally got the full-on chapter. No more little blurbs, no nothing. I'm so excited. Let's do this, baby.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
One Piece chapter 1044. Off the rip, Warrior of Liberation is the name of the chapter, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, dog. Already, Warrior of Liberation, I ain't gonna lie, just gets the blood flowing, you know what I'm saying? Because this is all genuine. Like, y'all know I just know the little blurb that we read on ForneverWorld News a couple of days ago, but aside from that, I just anyway, okay, all right. Chapter 1044, Warrior of Liberation. There's a cover page with its Sanji's family, and then there's a little girl in the middle with a butcher knife and a mask on. Germa 666, or Germa 66's Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 8. Mama's out at sea. Let's start our research. Okay, all right. Interesting why I go with like a Sanji-based thing when... But okay, let's go. Oh, we got this damn ad. Alright, so page 1. What's happening? How can I stand still? A resounding pulse, a bump. Okay, so that's Zunisha, I believe that's how you pronounce it. You know, the island of Zoa, essentially. I just lost, but I feel like I'm having a blast. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Is that Luffy? And that's Momo. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that that's Luffy laughing up a storm. Doom doot dot dot. Doom doot dot dot. Yo, look at Momo's face, dog. Momo's face is shocked as hell. Luffy is Joyboy. And this panel again, legendary, giant freaking sword sticking out there with and I know I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm probably gonna sound like I'm exaggerating. I swear to God, I really am so hyped about this right now, so forgive me. Zunisha said that. Yamato is shocked. Obviously, I think anybody would be. Pleasure Hall, right brain tower. Gah, Kia. Okay, so Sanji is relevant in this chapter with the cover page, dope. Kia, Sir Pirate, you're awake. Pant, Luffy. Like, okay, so we're getting everybody's reactions. So it's Kid, what the law? Hyogoro is that Sir Straw Hat? Okay, so remember, he believed in him, Hyogoro. That's how we got through the Udon prison. Then we got Marco, Straw Hat, so he's kind of shocked as well. I wonder, like, you know, that little spark right there. Obviously, he's just shocked at Luffy doing this, but I wonder if he's already thinking like, yo, it reminds me of when we fought Roger, or Roger did that or something. I don't know. Hey, you two, he's still breathing. Luffy's still alive. You gotta be okay, right, big bro? Just everybody's in shock right now. Some people are in shock of like what his aura or energy or just what it feels like, and then others are just shocked that he's still alive. The Holy Land, the whole power, Pangea Castle. We sacrificed one of our best agents and enraged Kaido. Are we sure our priorities are straight? Oh, so he's one of the best CP agents from the government? That's interesting to note. This may be better than the alternative. It's imperative that we snuff out something this problematic. No matter the era, the world government has always failed to acquire the Gumu fruit, even after 800 years of trying. It's almost as if the fruit itself is evading us. Well, that's not impossible. Well, yeah. What is it about Fandom's sword that it ate a fruit or some shit like that? So, yeah, all zone fruits have a will of their own, and this one carries the name of a god. After all, the Gumu fruit is really a mythical zone. It's the human fruit like we read in the blurb, but I'm still freaking excited. Oh, holy dog. Forgive me. My voice just went, I don't even know high. Model NIKA, and look at him smiling. Yo, that straight up looks like a transformed Luffy in the sky if you really look at it now. Like the smile, the hairstyle that he has, and Snake Man, is it, when he fought against Katakuri? Its user's body gains the properties of rubber. In combat, they're supposedly only limited by their imagination, putting smiles on their face. Yo, that had to, I swear, like, I know some people say, I heard somebody say, and this is gonna be a long video, I don't care, I got a lot of things to say, we're gonna talk. I heard somebody had said, and I can't remember if this is true or not, that it was confirmed by Rayleigh that Roger supposedly didn't have a devil fruit. What about if they didn't know Roger had a devil fruit, or they didn't understand it, or something along the lines of that. Because right here, this is otherworldly. In combat, they're supposedly only limited by their imagination. Luffy is a weird guy, you know what I'm saying? A silly dude. His imagination is, I'm gonna turn into rubber. Immediately, he just turned into rubber. That was what his imagination, even though I don't know why would he be imagining that he's rubber after eating a piece of fruit that he wasn't supposed to, but that's what made him turn into rubber. But that was, I guess, his wacky Luffy imagination. Roger's imagination could have just been that he was freaking epic and awesome always, and that's what happened. Every time he imagined it, he was epic and awesome and won. Who knows? Far and wide, they are the embodiment of the warrior of liberation. Sun god NIKA. Awakening exponentially strengthens their rubbery body, and they even have more freedom. It is allegedly what? Allegedly what? What is it allegedly? Sun god NIKA. Oh shit. The most ridiculous power in the world. Ah, One Piece greatness, dog. Oh, holy shit. Whew. Calm down, Fornev. Calm down, lad. The most ridiculous power in the world. Oh shit. Treasure repository, second floor. Take it down a notch, lad. Take it down a notch. I really admired Odin. Think about what you're doing. It was all Kaido. He was using me. We can still run away together. Just remove these nails and you spat in the face of a samurai. Who would still believe you? My father kept his promise. Did he not? Oh, man. Yo, yeah. Orochi's time is coming too, you bastard. Ooh. He danced like a fool for 5 long years because he thought you and Kaido would honor the secret arrangement you made in Free Wano. He never even told his own family these damn ads. My father was a man who kept his word. He still expected the same of you when you agreed to let them go. If he withstood being boiled for an entire hour, even while his body was being burned by the oil, don't freaking mind me. Oh. Despite it all, he always smiled. Always. Look at that. Freaking, oh, yo, the best part of Wano, I don't give a fuck still. Him. I can't even fathom my father's suffering. He had to shoulder the burden by himself because the entire nation was your hostage. What's the matter, Hiyori? Okay, we're going into a flashback now. We're going to back in the day. Father, are you really okay with what everyone says about you? Of course I am. You know why? Because I have you guys. Family is everything. That's why I freaking love Odin, man. Great character. Then I swear I'll always be here for you. Aww. Oh yes, I've always said Odin was a great samurai. As Shogun, I can ensure his legacy is recognized. Your father... What happened? She took the mask off and she's crying. Hold your tongue, you miserable wretch. I am Kozuki Hiyori. Oh, get him! Take the freaking man meat away! Take it! Get him! I was always proud to carry my father's name even when I was starving and covered in rags. You, on the other hand, never had a trace of honor. No, he was a scum! Scum! Every day you were Shogun was one too many. And as each day passed, more and more lives were lost. Oh my god, this is gonna be the chapter. Get him! Wait, stop. Don't do something you're gonna regret. She ain't gonna regret shit. Seeking revenge is a dated ideology, you know. The audacity, dog. The audacity. Besides, killing me makes no difference. Kaido will still be unbeatable. Screw you. Orochi-sama, huh? Is that you, Kanjiro? This is as far as I go. Your timing is impeccable. This is the ideal stage for your real final performance. Burn that woman to ash. Go on, take her. Ooh, the failed revenge of a shoe, 20 years in the making. It's the perfect title for this tragic comedy. Take a look, Hiyori. A Kozuki survivor would know that fortune favored the mighty. Now, I keep it a buck with you. I'm going to bet that the final act is actually usually redemption, right? If this is the story of a guy that did all of these things, I think his final act will be redemption. So maybe it would be appropriate for him to take him out. And again, I haven't read it. I might be wrong. I don't know. That's what I'm going to bet on. Orochi-sama, that's the wrong way. Yeah, what? The dawn will come. Kanjiro, you idiot. He already saved me. It burns. The Kozuki clan always keeps its promises. Oh, because he made a promise to protect Hiyori, didn't he? I feel like anything is possible now. My heartbeat sounds funny. This is my peak. This is Gear 5th. This got to be Luffy. What the hell is that? It's on the roof. Yo, how is Kaido scared? Kaido's scared. What is this? What's happening? Conqueror's Haki. Where's it coming from? A giant arm just... What? Is this Gear 3rd? Hold on. It's Luffy. And he's still laughing with that thing on his head. Hold on. Yo, he's buff. What the hell? Oh, look at his face. She. Look at him. Look at him. Ah. holy shit, there's so much going on right here. So he is literally, okay, they made it cartoony. I ain't gonna cap. Like, this is mad cartoony. Like, the way he's just swinging Kaido around like he's nothing, but crazy as it is. He's literally just, oh my god. It's like if somebody just grabbed the Gyarados and just started swinging them around. Wow, this is freaking epic already. Holy shit, when the anime, oh my god. Whenever Toei finally finishes with this whole hack situation, Jesus, is this gonna be huge. And Luffy's just laughing as he's doing this. Straw Hat, so you're still alive? I'm grateful. Blast breath. Wow. Oh, this is so cartoony. Wow. I ain't gonna lie. This is cartoony. Whoa. That is literally like Eneru levels of cartoony. The eyes is literally popping out of his head as he, like, this is just so funny. There he goes, right there. Gear 5th, baby. Ah! Look at him. Look at him. Sorry about that idiot from before. I didn't want to win like that. Don't sweat it. Now let's finish this. Yo, Joyboy. Joyboy. Holy smokes, folks. So I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys right now. Wow. Wow. Honestly, that was intense. That was something else entirely. One Piece chapter 1044. So Luffy's new transformation, and this is something that when he goes to Gear 6, because he will go to Gear 6, whether it be the end of the series or whatever, expect it to be goofy. We always want Luffy to do that badass thing. We always want, you know what I'm saying, especially people from my generation, not all of them, and a lot of One Piece fans actually are the exact opposite, and they say, no, that's not what we want. But there's a lot of people out there that they hunger sometimes for One Piece to take that leap into the Dragon Ball Z epic looking world. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, making it look like Bleach and Dragon Ball Z, you know, is more so on the badass side of things, opposed to like where One Piece goes into the Luffy goofy side of things. So, you know, you got Gear 2nd, which was the closest Dragon Ball Z Kaioken-esque type of thing that he did. Then Gear 3rd was like, you know, just a giant arm and shit like that. Then Gear 4th is, again, very, very wacky. He's just a giant balloon, and then he's a snake man. Again, all of this is from Luffy's imagination, which makes sense as to how Gear 2nd began and was never explained, and we never saw Luffy learn it, covering more plot holes. Oda just fixed plot holes in One Piece, because now it's just when Luffy imagines it and works at it, it'll come to fruition. Basically, Luffy is a human manifestation, similar to how Usopp has manifested every single freaking lie thus far, and is going to continue to manifest these lies. That's pretty much what Luffy has been doing with his techniques, except they're not lies. It's like, hey, yo, I could be a big, giant, you know, bouncing panda ball or some shit, and boom, there he goes. There's just so much to this chapter. The CP0 saying that was their top soldier over there, and that they've been looking for the Gumu Gumu no Mi for 800 years, which confirms that probably it was Shanks that swiped the Gumu Gumu no Mi if it's that important. It's not a regular fruit. Also, it being a zone fruit that picked, and essentially saying that humanity is essentially another type of animal, and that's the human no Mi, and whoever the sun god NIKA. There's just so much to this right now. Like, I'm questioning, so is Luffy going to be sun god NIKA for the remainder of this in terms of being able to activate that as a power, or is it going to be like there's a separate soul within it that eventually can leave and then he'll just stick with that power, or how's that going to work? Again, always expect for One Piece to do things wacky. In terms of how I feel about the design of what we saw so far, because you know, it's still not completely unveiled. We had the laughing, he's covering his face, and then we got the close-up. When we get the full-on, which will probably be next chapter, the full-on detailed design of how it exactly looks, we'll be able to make a better determination. But as it stands right now, probably my favorite transformation thus far, and that's wild because, again, a lot of people might feel a certain way in terms of the wackiness of it, because it was very cartoony, and I remember, like, when things get cartoony in serious shonen, people get mad. Look at the pain fight of Naruto Shippuden. People hated it, and so some people are gonna feel, I guess, a way about that one. Now, another thing is that people are gonna essentially feel like this chapter just changed the entirety of One Piece, because it did. This is no longer the same show from here on moving forward. This is the moment where Naruto changed. You could argue for better, for worse, the same, whatever, but it changed. Okay, we ain't gonna argue for the same. It definitely changed, where you found out that essentially there was a level of destiny that was attached to his character, and I could see that some people are going to feel like One Piece has betrayed everything that they initially thought it was. That One Piece, you know, was supposed to be something, and ultimately, instead of turning into being that thing, eventually One Piece kind of went a different direction, because now Luffy is connected to this 800-year, whether it be a prophecy and, you know, going into the Will of D. But the difference is that I'm always going to say is that it's always been there. It just hasn't been always constantly shoved in our face. The Will of freaking D, for crying out loud, has been screaming something along these lines for for ages. Potentially Joyboy was one of the rebels of the Will of D, or the Will of D was an offspring of what Joyboy tried to do 800 years ago. Something along the lines of that. Maybe history continues to repeat itself in terms of this world of piracy, and the reason why Roger did what he did was because it's a tradition. Every X amount of years, a pirate basically ushers in the new era by either dying or being in that grand stage, and it was just Roger's turn. So definitely I'm going to call it that. Absolutely, this confirms that at some given point also Luffy will die, because it's following a lot of those same footsteps. Also, you got to ask, well, what is the connection to the One Piece if Luffy is laughing similar to the hysterical laugh that Roger got when he got to Laugh Tale? What is that about? Why is he laughing? Is it just a coincidence? Is there more of a connection between Joyboy and the laughter? Is it that essentially One Piece is like a statue of Joyboy, I don't know, picking his ass or something, and it's just funny as shit the way it's done? Like, could that very well be the entire connection? Because if it's Laugh Tale and the One Piece made Roger laugh, and now Joyboy is hysterically laughing, or is this just like the high experience? Like, I'm not even gonna lie, kind of hilarious thinking about it right now. It almost feels as though Luffy just sparked like the most greatest ganja, and he just can't stop laughing. The 5th level, the highest of them all. Gear 5th. Gear 5th. Super Kush. I rocks with the design though, and it's my favorite thus far because it's just different. I like the cartooniness of it. The whole Destiny thing, I honestly see that it's not really as problematic as even with Naruto, because again, this is something that has been for a long time. Like when the Will of D was revealed, why didn't people complain about this type of Destiny shit then? I guess maybe just because they're more so now cementing 800 years ago. This fruit was essentially with a guy named Joyboy. It came down here, so it also feels like that. But what about if it's not necessarily Destiny? It just happened to be like Luffy happened to be the one coming along the journey of this entire thing, and it depends on how Luffy does it. So we could very well still enter a time where things go awry. Like, we don't know that Luffy is going to completely go according to plan in terms of being immediately the Pirate King. We don't know that he's going to be the next Pirate King. There could be a time where Blackbeard becomes Pirate King by, you know, potentially fake killing Luffy or something like that, and proclaiming himself Pirate King for a while until Luffy comes back, takes him down, and is declared Pirate King by the people. So we don't know that everything is solidified and stuff like that, and that's the beauty of it. But in general, I don't see this being as problematic as maybe people would have had a problem with Naruto back then, and that wasn't really as problematic as people put it either. But I feel like this is going to split the fandom forever. One Piece fans will never be the same again. Some people I could see potentially dropping this. Some people I could potentially see feeling like this failed them because they thought One Piece maybe was something a little bit different, and this makes them feel like it's not. But again, you were ignoring the signs of the Will of D in a lot of different instances of it was kind of there. But with all that being said, amazing chapter. I had a blast with it. Very surprising. At first, it was a little bit jarring, as you saw with my reaction of like, do I like this? And then I was like, it's in core with what One Piece is and Luffy, and if it's all about his imagination, Luffy is silly. He's gonna do silly shit, and it's going to take something that, for let's just say Gear 6 to be that Dragon Ball Z, really just straight up 100,000% badass, muscular and all, no funny business. Luffy being inspired and imagining being like that. And even then, Luffy could see Goku, right? He could see Goku in his whatever form. Let's just say that fake Super Saiyan 2 form, the big buff form, and Luffy will try to emulate that, but ultimately Luffy is still going to do it in a funny way where it's going to be like fat muscles or something. Like, it's always going to be silly, and that's something that this 100% solidifies as well. Don't expect Dragon Ball Z transformations in One Piece. You're going to get a twist, at the very least, when it comes to Luffy. Zoro, Sanji, different story, but Luffy, he is Luffy. And honestly, I love the chapter. Curious what you guys think. Did this kill One Piece for you? Did this murder the series for you? And your overall thoughts and expectations for where this goes from here? Kaido's in trouble, dog. And that was, I ain't gonna lie, I cringed for Kaido to see him being swung around like if he was just a rag doll. Nothing. Like, I don't know. One Piece greatness, baby. Let's go. That's all I have for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life. Bye. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And yo, that One Piece greatness. Shit is crazy. By the way, people, if you want, you can go right now and purchase this merch. This is the official Forever News 2022 merch. We got the hat for $20, the sweater, the hoodie for $39.99. Go get it right now. Link in the description below. PayPal, all other sorts of things. You can get it. You can be rocking that swag like Forever. I'm just saying. Have an awesome one.
You are
what I know. So just go to Fandom.